Feeling frustrated by urban chaos, never-ending traffic, and a whole lot of bad vibes? Trust me, you're not alone. These 10 cities have built a reputation for turning heads in all the wrong ways. So if you're ready to discover the places that leave both residents and visitors pulling their hair out, stick around because we're counting down the 10 most hated cities in America. And hey, this is my very first video, so go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe. Let's dive in and get this countdown started. Number 10. Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland may boast a rich industrial history and landmarks like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but for many residents, it's a city stuck in a rut. The city has a violent crime rate of 1,334 per 100,000 people, more than 3 times the national average, which leaves many residents feeling unsafe. Furthermore, the unemployment rate sits at 6.9%, well above the national average of 3.8% in 2024, highlighting ongoing economic struggles. Decades of industrial decline have hollowed out many neighborhoods, leaving behind a landscape of abandoned buildings and struggling small businesses. The median household income hovers around $32,000, significantly lower than the national median of $67,000. Efforts to revitalize the downtown area have seen some success, but it's often overshadowed by the city's overwhelming poverty rate, which at 30% is one of the highest in the country. Number 9. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, known for its relentless desert heat, is not winning any popularity contests. With summer temperatures regularly topping 115 degrees Fahrenheit, Phoenix has become infamous for its brutal weather conditions. As the city continues to expand rapidly, the urban sprawl has resulted in major traffic congestion and air quality issues. Phoenix's rapid population growth, up 16.3% since 2010, has exacerbated housing shortages and driven property prices sky high. Despite a booming economy with a diverse job market including sectors like healthcare, finance, and education, many residents struggle with rising costs. Water shortages are also a major concern, as Arizona's ongoing drought threatens the sustainability of the city's growth. Environmental issues aside, the sprawling layout of the city makes public transportation limited, leaving many stuck in traffic for hours on end. Number 8. Houston, Texas. The city of Houston continues to grapple with a range of issues that make it one of the least loved cities in the U.S. Its notorious traffic jams are a daily struggle, especially with a rapidly growing population and urban sprawl contributing to congestion. In fact, Houston ranks in the top 10 for worst traffic delays in the U.S., with drivers losing an average of 75 hours annually in gridlock. While Houston's economy is robust, particularly in sectors like energy, aerospace, and healthcare, the city has struggled with consistent flooding due to its flat geography and the effects of climate change. Hurricane Harvey in 2017 was a stark reminder of the city's vulnerability, and floods continue to disrupt daily life and cause billions in damage annually. On top of this, Houston's humidity is a nightmare for residents, with summers feeling like a swampy slog. Rising property prices and a housing market unable to meet demand further add to the frustration. Number 7. Miami, Florida. While Miami may be the city where the party never ends, it's also a place where many residents wish the headaches would stop. Skyrocketing housing prices, fueled by an influx of wealthy out-of-towners and retirees, have made it one of the least affordable places to live in the U.S. in 2024. The median home price in Miami hit over $560,000, pricing many locals out of the market. Rent prices have also shot up, with the average one-bedroom apartment costing around $2,800 per month, significantly above the national average. Miami's hot, humid weather can feel oppressive for much of the year, and the city's vulnerability to hurricanes and flooding makes life unpredictable. Beyond the weather, Miami struggles with a growing gap between the rich and the poor. The flashy nightlife and luxury condos in neighborhoods like Brickell often hide the severe poverty found in other parts of the city. Number 6. Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles is a city of contradictions. On one hand, it's home to Hollywood glamour and sunny beaches. But on the other, it's plagued by some of the worst traffic and homelessness in the country. The city's housing crisis has hit record highs in 2024, with median home prices reaching $900,000, making homeownership a distant dream for many. The homelessness crisis is also at its worst, with over 70,000 people living on the streets in Los Angeles County. Traffic congestion is legendary, with drivers spending an average of 119 hours per year stuck in traffic, ranking it as one of the worst cities for commuters. The poor air quality caused by traffic pollution and frequent wildfires only adds to the frustrations of living in LA, while the city's economy is booming. Particularly in the entertainment and tech industries, many Angelenos feel left behind, struggling with low wages and high living costs. Add in the city's underfunded public transport system, and you have a recipe for urban discontent. Number 5. New York, New York. The city that never sleeps often leaves its residents exhausted. Sure, New York is a cultural hub and offers endless opportunities, but it's also overcrowded, overpriced, and notoriously fast-paced. Rent prices continue to climb into the stratosphere, and finding affordable housing is nearly impossible for many. The MTA's unreliable subway system adds another layer of daily frustration for millions of commuters. Despite its iconic skyline and undeniable charm, New York City's downsides, especially its sky-high cost of living and chaotic pace, make it a love it or hate it destination. Number 4. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia may be the city of brotherly love, but there's little affection for its crumbling infrastructure and skyrocketing crime rates. The city's residents are passionate about their sports teams, but that same energy often translates into frustration over the city's chronic issues. A slow job market, high taxes, and growing poverty levels have left many Philadelphians fed up. Plus, the city's notoriously bad traffic and outdated public transportation system don't help. While Philly's historical significance and cultural landmarks are points of pride, the day-to-day challenges are hard to ignore. Number 3. San Francisco, California. Once the darling of the tech world, San Francisco's luster has dimmed significantly in recent years. The cost of living has skyrocketed, making it one of the most expensive cities in the U.S., and the homelessness crisis has become inescapable. Many blame the tech industry for the city's growing inequality, as tech workers continue to drive up housing prices, forcing out lower-income residents. Crime rates, particularly petty theft, have surged, and the city's notoriously hilly terrain doesn't help with daily commutes. While the Golden Gate still gleams, San Francisco's urban problems leave many feeling less than golden. Number 2. Chicago, Illinois. The Windy City may boast deep dish pizza and world-class architecture, but it's also famous for its high crime rates and harsh winters. Chicago's violent crime rates continue to be a significant problem, with the city consistently ranking among the most dangerous in the country. Corruption within local politics only adds to the frustration, as efforts to improve infrastructure and safety often seem to fall flat. The weather, too, is a constant battle, with icy winters and sweltering summers. Despite its many cultural attractions, these persistent issues have left many residents feeling disillusioned. Number 1. Detroit, Michigan. And the winner of the most hated city in the United States, Detroit. Despite efforts to revitalize its image, Detroit remains a symbol of America's post-industrial decline. The city's population has plummeted from its mid-20th century peak of nearly 2 million residents to just over 600,000 today. High crime rates, abandoned buildings, and a struggling public school system paint a grim picture. While parts of the city have seen a resurgence in recent years, the progress is slow, and many Detroiters feel left behind. Economic hardships, paired with a shrinking tax base, have created an environment where basic services like public transportation and education are severely underfunded. And that's the rundown on the 10 most hated cities in the United States. If you enjoyed this video, or if you just enjoy hating on cities like the rest of us, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more snarky takes on the places we love to complain about. Got a city you think deserves the top spot next year? Drop it in the comments below, and let's get that urban rage going.